Welcome back to the members. No, it's not. Welcome back to to the grand giveaway heats. So we got a couple of tiebreakers to sort. As if any of you have been looking at the results, you'll have seen last night there are 5 tiebreakers to sort out. One of them will be disregarded though, which is Group 5. If you look at Olive and Kelsey, because there are supposed to be 2 dropout zones in each group, and there was a tie between Olive and Kelsey, but unfortunately Nico Amain left the corp today, which means he's going to get removed off that list, and that means Olive and Kelsey both get a free pass. They both end up getting through. So that worked out quite nice for them in that respect. As obviously we have to remove Nico off that group. The other two, so the other 4 will have tiebreaker races, so we're going to sort that now. So the first one is Pataphile and Con. Again, you can keep up with this. If you look at the channel, I've just posted the screenshot. You can see where you're all at. Pataphile and Con both scored 2 points in Group 2. We're basically going to put them 2 on the track, and we're going to see which one wins, and whichever one wins gets to go through to round 2. It's as simple as that. We're going to put them on the paperclip. And it's just going to be them 2 racing in these. So we've got 4 of these to do, just to decide who's going through to round 2. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for a second. We're going to shuffle the entire group, because then you're going to all filter into the round 2 heats. And then we'll see who's facing off in them ones. In this one, we're going to make it nice and simple. It's going to be a 3-lap race. You've got 3 laps to sort yourselves out. Good luck, Pataphile. Good luck, Con. Whichever one wins goes through. What was that, sorry? You shouted rigged. You shouting rigged. If you win, is it not rigged if you win? But we'll see. You've got the lead early on though, Con. So you've got to win this one. Whoever wins the race gets through. Basically, it's that simple. There's no other parameters for this. Basically, you win the race, you get through. You've drawn on points after 4 days of racing. So it's either you get knocked out now and you only get 10 million ISK and 100 LP, or you get to continue through to round 2 where you've got a chance still to get through to the grand giveaway final, which is on the 1st of January 2026. So in about a week's time now coming up, we will be running the grand giveaway where you'll all get a chance to have a share of 32 billion ISK worth of prizes, which includes the main prize of 6 months Omega. Con, though, last lap coming up. Looking good, Con. You've got a really good lead there. I can't see you losing that in 1 lap. Panafal's been really slow in this race. So, Con, I can't see how you can lose that race, although you're a little bit slow off T2, but Panafal's not close enough to make a race of it. Coming down to the final corner, Con, it looks like you're going safely through to round 2. This tiebreaker race gone well in your favour this time. Comes off the final corner. You're struggling a bit, but it doesn't matter. You'd built up enough of a lead. Well done, Con. You're going to be the first person through. Unfortunately, Pataphile, you're getting knocked out in round 1, sir. There are your results. Let me just get that screenshot. So, tiebreaker, which means Pataphile gets knocked out. I just need to quickly sort this in the background. So I'm just going to switch them positions around there on that list. And we will put Pataphile in there, which means Con goes through. So we're going to turn his background to green. You're just going to have to bear with me while I micromanage these in the background and make sure I get them all right. So, Con, well done, you've gone through. The next group that had a tiebreaker was Group 3, the very next group. And it was 2 people again. This time being Tyrion Forgewright. It was Tyrion Forgewright and it was Stemp who also drew. They both drew on 1 point. So we're going to do exactly the same again, exactly the same circuit. The paperclip, 2 races, 3 laps. And we're going to see which one of these marbles gets through to the next round. And it's as simple as that. You've got to win the race. It's that simple. There's no other options. This is it. It's now or never. Good luck. Con won his last race convincingly to see himself through to round 2, knocking Pataphile out at the very last second. 2 more of these to do after this, and then we're going to go straight into the round 2 heats, where you'll all have a chance basically over 4 days again to accumulate points. Just like it was in the first rounds, you just got to get as many points as you can. Only the top 4 will go through in the round 2. We'll go over them rules again when we get closer to the event. For now, we're just focusing on the round 1 tiebreakers, where it's all important. Lap 2 begins. Stemp in the lead at the moment. Tyrion, though, still within striking distance. Can he come back at Stemp on the last lap and a half? Not long, though. Tyrion's struggling there a little bit. Stemp pulling a bigger lead than Tyrion would like to see at this point as we come round the final corner. To start the final lap. Tyrion, it's now or never. You've got to get after him. But Tyrion's not looking good in the background. That is now nearly half a straight's advantage for Stemp. Similar to Con's race, where Con pulled away and it looked like he was going to dominate it. I think it's happening again because it's now nearly half the circuit. Stemp is in front. So, yeah, this is pretty much done deal there. Unfortunately, Tyrion, I think you're going home early here, son. Stemp comes round the final corner. Dominated his race. There we go. It's done and dusted. Unlucky there, Tyrion. Well done, Stemp. You've won the tiebreaker race. Massive gap to the back there. Huge gap to Tyrion. Really slow, Tyrion. There's no one who only scored 1 point in this. You're fucking shit at these races. There we go. So Tyrion across the line. I'm going to just screenshot those results just so I've got them on record. And I'm just going to quickly edit the spreadsheet now. Just bear with me. So it's Stemp that goes through. Tyrion gets knocked out. Just bear with me a second. Delete that row, and then we will sort this row. So yeah, Tyrion, unfortunately, we say goodbye to you in round 1. Another casualty there. The next tiebreaker group will be, like I say, it will be Noir Widow. So Dante already got knocked out in Group 9. He only scored 1 point, but there was a tie between Noir Widow, as you can probably see on the list that I've posted. There was a tie between Noir Widow and I think it was Dognut as well. Noir Widow and Dognut, it was indeed. Them two tied on 2 points for the last knockout slot. So let's go and see who's going to win of them two to get through the paperclip. Here we go. Same again as we try and get through to round 2. So Dante's already out of this group. He got knocked out with only 1 point scored. Good luck, Dognut and Noir. 3 laps to sort it out. Whoever wins gets through to round 2, basically. And let's see what happens. Been not really a close race at all between the first 2 tiebreaker events. Con getting through very convincingly. Stemp even more so, winning by nearly half the circuit. Dognut in the lead at the moment from Noir Widow just behind. So far, running pretty close together. It's been lap 2 where the separation has happened on the circuit so far. Noir Widow there that takes the outside. Dognut would be disappointed to get dropped out this early on if it happened. As would Noir, to be fair. Both people would probably be disappointed at this point. Both active, very active members of the Corp, Noir and Dognut. But there's no favours or favouritism here. It's literally whoever wins gets through. In a very close race, though, so far. Dognut just takes the advantage down the back straight. 1.5 laps to go. And he's pulling away a little bit faster now from Noir Widow. Looked like it was going to be a close run thing, but Noir struggled a bit down that back straight there. Got a poor exit. Dognut's hitting all the right apexes at the moment and pulling, a third of the straight away now. Is it going to be over already on lap 3? It looks like it is. Unless Noir can do anything in this first sector and close that gap down, which he isn't doing. Dognut, I think, has got this. I don't think there's any way Noir can make up that kind of gap in the final corner. Looks like Dognut's going to be going through to round 2 as he's going to win his tiebreaker event. Here we come off the final corner. It's a poor line from Dognut, but it doesn't matter because he's built up enough of a lead. There we go. Nice and quick. Dognut gets through to round 2. Noir, unfortunately, we're going to be saying goodbye to you in round 1. There are your results. Let me just print screen those. There we go. So let me just sort these on a spreadsheet again. Right, copy and paste that over there. Let's delete that row. Let's get that row. Move down 1. So Noir Widow out in round 1, like I say. I know you guys can't see the spreadsheet that I'm sorting in the background, but I'm just editing the positions so I can get us underway with round 2 shortly. Right, the final tiebreaker group event tonight, and then we get on with the main events, is going to be Billy Bob and Wham. They both scored 2 points in Group 10. Already knocked out in this group was John Taggart because over the 4 races, just like Taz Gideon and Nerillion, Phobos and Shadow, they all scored 0 points in 4 races. Wham and Billy Bob, Wham and Billy Bob both managed to score 2 points, which means that there is one more dropout position to be decided. And this is basically the same again, a quick shootout. Person who wins the race gets through to round 2. I'm sure we're all going to be cheering Wham on here. No offence, Billy Bob, but if Wham don't get through, we'll never hear fucking last of it. Here we go. Good luck.
Daddy Wham.
The winner stays in, basically. The last tiebreaker of round 1, and then we're getting on with the round 2 heats. This is your last chance. Wham and Billy Bob, the last 2 people to be decided to go through to round 2. If you're knocked out in round 1, like I say, that's it. You won't get any further in the grand giveaway. If you're in round 2, you've got every chance. Then you've got 4 more days. It's a reset. It's a complete reset. All the points are reset. We all start from 0 again. You'll have 4 days of racing once again to accumulate as many points as possible to secure your place into round 3. Where the races will become a little bit different. The races will be slightly different. Once we get to round 3, everything's going to change slightly as well. There'll be more races per day because there are a lot less heats in round 3. At the moment, Billy Bob, round the outside there, down into the final corner, takes the lead. Wham was leading early on. It's not over yet, but we have seen at this stage of these races, once a marble gets away, it's very hard for the other to catch up. Wham, though, sticking close in behind, in the slipstream, moves to the inside, goes back to the outside. Is he going to do for Wham? No, he sticks to the inside. He's sticking right with Billy Bob. This is a lot closer than the other 3 heats. Wham round the outside, takes the lead. Billy Bob fights back on the outside. It's now or never for these 2 marbles coming down the back straight. Lap 3 of 3, final corner. It's going to be a shootout for whoever gets through. Winner takes all. Billy Bob in the inside. Wham coming off the final corner. He's got a run, but it's not enough. I think Wham's getting knocked out. He is indeed. Billy Bob's going to take it to the line, and Wham, unfortunately there for him, gets knocked out in round 1. Made a fair fight of it, though, but unfortunately there, cannot take it home. Well done, Billy Bob. He takes it through, and that makes it a lot easier for me because I can simply turn Wham's section red and Billy Bob's green. There we go. Right, that's all the tiebreakers sorted. We are now going to sort out the round 2 heats. So I'm going to put... I need to put all these names onto a wheel, and I'm just going to spin it. I'm going to shuffle it, basically. So I'm going to do a wheel of names. You won't be able to see this in the background. Actually, I could show you this, to be fair. Give me a second, I'll sort that out. So I'll get all the names on the wheel that are through, and then we're going to just shuffle it, basically, in the background, and we'll put them into groups live. So everyone knows it's fair and above board and so on. So just give me 2 seconds while I sort this. So you're all going to go in no order in particular. In fact, I'll stream this. You guys on Discord will be able to see this. Change stream. Here we go. So Discord, you can now see this. There you go. So I'm on the spreadsheet. Obviously, you can see. So I'm just basically putting your names all into a wheel, and then we're just going to spin it basically, and then we're going to take 5 from each in a random order and just put them in new groups, and that's the fairest way to do it. So you can see all my standings here and stuff like that. I know the guys watching on YouTube, if you're watching the replay, won't be able to see this right now. But that's fine. Just getting all this. This should leave us with 50 basically, which it does. So we'll have 50 in the next round out of the 68 that started. So we've lost 18 members basically, including the people that left the corp obviously and things like that. There we go. So 50 people. I'm going to shuffle it live as you can see. There we go. 1 shuffle, and that's going to give us our next group. So we're going to have 5 in each basically, because as you can see on the knockouts page, we go to this one now. We go to round 2. There'll be 5 people in each group of 10, and we get 10 knocked out, which means basically there's going to be 1 knockout position in every single group. So you've got to score points in this one. So we're going to separate all these into groups of 5, and I'm simply going to copy and paste them back onto the spreadsheet in a new group. Let me just get this sorted. So if you've seen your names in the groups, that's who you're going to be racing against in your group when it gets sorted. There we go. That's all the groups. So let me get these copied and pasted onto the board. So group 1 is going to be there. You can see there's Arthur, Jason, Blaze, Olive and Takai. Group 2 is going to be Bear, Ra, Dognut, Wild Tiger and Corvald. Group 3 will be there, which is Kosovo, Dublin, Stemp, Wicked and Nazgul. Group 4 is going to be... I've done that wrong. Why did that happen? What the... Right, we'll leave it. I'll sort that later. Overlord, From the Sky, Did Good, Pasta and the Cool Monk. You're going to be in group 5 there. Sorry, group 4. Group 5 is going to be... For fuck's sake, man. Group 5 is going to be Not Dead Yeti, Billy Bob, Akios, Aquatius and Joe Chico. Next group is going to be Saul, Inferno, Smelly Muff, Trocchio and Versonius. Let's get the next group. 3 more to go, I believe. Sorry, 4 more to go. That's going to be Darjo, Shadow Sheepy, Frostquake, Midstream and AO. Your guys are all racing together. We've got Sharp, we've got Tyler, we've got Glenny, Heavy Dude and Igon in the next group. And the 9 group, that's going to be Ranthal, Hangazer, Kelsey, Tapageb group, and Clam Snooters. And the final group of 5 that are going to be racing together is going to be Sane, Sudakai, Bistifer, Matt Richards, and Con. That's all you people that got through to round 2. We're going to start straight away. We're going to go back to marbles, so I'm going to turn that off now. You guys have all seen that live, so you know.
I heard my name.
You did indeed. We're going to go straight back to marbles, and we're going to get on with the first races. So back to the main menu. We're going to add the names, so it's a complete reset. Only 5 marbles in each race now, so not the 7. Like I say, top 4 go through. So if you're in the bottom, if you're in the last position, 5th in the group, you will not go through to round 3. Where, like I say, the races will change slightly. The groups there's a lot less groups in round 3. There's only 4 groups, and simply round 3 is basically going to be like more races, because there's less groups. So there'll be a few more races each day.
Racism.
Takai, so we've got Arthur, Jason, Blaze, Oliver, and Takai. Going to battle first in this group. We're going to go. I think we'll go back to paperclip. Actually, we haven't done that for a few rounds. We'll go back to paperclip for these ones again. Try and do a different track each day. You covered it for Wham. Yeah, cheers for that, Matt. I just said that. We're going to do it basically a 3-lap sprint again for all you guys. It's going to be the same again. In this, top 3 score points. So if you're in 4th or 5th, you will not score points. You basically need to finish 1st, 2nd, or 3rd to score a point. There'll be 4 days of racing in round 2, just like there was in round 1, and you need to accumulate as many points as possible. Top 4 in each group go through. The last person will get knocked out. If you do win these races, we've upped it a little bit. The prize it is a 20 million ISK win for each group. So for if you each win in these groups, and a 200 LP prize, so slightly better than round 1, and that keeps increasing as we go through all the heats. But the main thing, obviously, is to get the points on the board to get yourself through to round 3 and a step closer to the grand finale, which takes place in a week's time. Really happy with how this has gone so far. I know it might be a little bit confusing for some of you guys that are not following it as closely. Obviously, I see it every day, but I'm really happy with how this has worked out. All the numbers are working out. The races are working out great. Some people are really engaging with it, which is good to see. It is different to what we've ever run before, anything like this, and it's working out really nicely. And now we're at round 2. All the numbers are even, so we're all good. Really close one, this. So lap 3, the final lap, well underway, and you can see there Blaze and Olive, who got through on the tiebreaker, as you can see, side by side coming off the final corner. Are we going to get a side by side? There could be a potential for 2 or 3 marbles to change this result here. The first race of round 2 is really close as it is. Blaze, though, looks like he's got this one covered. I think he's just got enough momentum to get to the line there. Olive trying to chase him down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Arthur's also going to take 3rd. Takai is closing, but I think it's too little too late. Really close for the window. Blaze has taken a strange line here. This could cost him. He'll just get there just in time. Blaze takes the win. Very close race there. Great. If that's what the round 2 heats are going to be like, that's what we want to see more of that, definitely. So there's your top 3. Blaze, Olive, and Arthur. Blaze taking the first 3 points of round 2. So great to see. We're going back to the main menu, and we're going to do another race. Let's clear that. 5 more people. And this time it's going to be Bear. So I've got all these results noted down. I will sort the spreadsheet out afterwards once again and get that posted on Discord tonight so you can all see your results and where you finished and so on. In this group we have Bear, Ra, Dognut, Wild Tiger and Corval. They're all going to race now for the potential of scoring 3 points, or any points at that matter. 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. They all help. And getting your points in early has proved really crucial because a lot of people who've won the first 2 events like Pastor and things got straight through to round 2. So yeah, you want to make sure you're getting them points on the board as early as possible. You'll get 4 races, 4 days though, 4 races each. So plenty of time to score points, but yeah, getting as many as you can on day 1 is also a good thing. Wild Tiger takes the lead early on. We've got Corvald in there, Bear 93, Ra all up there. Dognut, who got through on the tiebreaker. So I've left the tiebreaker markers on so you can see who the people are who just scraped through at the last second. Dognut was one of them. And should they start race 2s, or group 2s heats strongly, you can see then how crucial that tiebreaker was if they're to score points in these races, because they might have been out. You know, some of them only won by a few thousandths of a second there to get through these. Dognut at the back, though, still not looking strong. He only scraped through the round 1 heats, and he's struggling again in round 2. So he needs to find some pace, because I don't think he'll get through again on a cigarette paper again. It's unlikely. Ra Zephyr in the lead, though, as we come up to the start of the final lap. and it's very close still up front. Another big scrap in this race for the lead. It could be anyone who wins this one and takes the 3 points that goes with it, plus the 20 million and 200 LP. As we come to the final corner, it's 4 wide down the back straight. If all the race twos are going to be like this is going to be amazing. We're going to slow it down because this is anyone's guess who's going to win this. Wild Tiger leads currently, but look at Ra Zephyr and Corvald. They've both got pace. Wild Tiger takes the tight line, but Ra's gone round the outside. Bear might demote Corvald on the outside as well here, and I think he's gonna. Corvald's gone from a potential win to looking like he's going to score 0 points. We're going to speed that up because that's pretty much set in stone there. Razef for Wild Tiger and Bear take the first points in this race. Dognut at the back, really struggling once again. There's your top 3. There's your 3-point scorers.
Come on, dog. Let down.
Back to the main menu, and we do it. We go again. We go again. We're going to clear, and we're going to add another 5 people. So next group, Kosovo. We've got Dublin in there. We have Stemp. We had Wicked Misfit, sorry, we've got in there. And we've got Nazgul Lancer, who also made it through. Stemp made it through on a tiebreaker, as you can see. So he'll be fortunate to be through to round 2. Or he'll be grateful to be through to round 2, that is. Let's carry on. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 3 more laps to decide who gets the 3, 2, and 1 point. Very close races. If all the round 2 heats are going to be like these first 2 races, then we're in for a treat because they've been fantastic so far. Really close finishes. No idea who's going to win the races until we get out the final corner, which is exactly what we're going to see. So far, the tiebreaker marbles have been struggling a little bit. How did it go in round 1, actually? Who was the tiebreaker in that one? Olive, yeah. Olive was in the round 1. I can't remember how he did, to be fair. I think he actually scored some points. But yeah, the tiebreaker marbles really not impacting the race 2 events so far. They only got through because of the tiebreaker round, and they're not really featuring in these races at the moment, apart from maybe Olive, I think, who did score a point. Nazgul leading this race early on, though. Wicked Misfit, Dublin and Kosovo charging down the back straight after him. Stemp looks like he's already out of this one, as he's only got 1 more lap to go to close that gap, and that's too significant, surely. Wicked Misfit takes the lead, which I'm sure will delight Con, seeing his son doing so well. Dublin second, Nazgul third, Kosovo in 4th. Not as close as the first 2 races, this one tonight. Kosovo, though, is going to take Nazgul. He's on the outside. He's tried it, got blocked a little bit there. Switches back to the inside. Nazgul doing a defensive job to try and hold on desperately to that 1 point he needs. Wicked Misfit's going to take the 3. Dublin's going to take the 2 points for second. Who's going to take the points for third? Nazgul just about blocks Kosovo there. Kosovo will be a little bit, he'll be like, come on, so that a little bit dirty, that, you know. 2 big blocks there putting from Nazgul to secure. But that's what you got to do. You got to get your arms out in this, you know, to score them points. You've got to get your arms out. To be fair, it's normally Dublin that's doing the, doing the bashing in these races. There you go, that's your top 3. Let's get back to the main menu and let's get another one done. All these points will be updated tonight, like I say. So we're going to need 5 more marbles. In this group we have Overlord. We have From the Sky Gods. We have Did Good When. We've got Pasta, who dominated his group. He's one of the dominators of the groups early on. He struggled towards the end, though. Didn't score a point. Won the first 2 races and then didn't score a point in any of the others. So he didn't really have much form towards the end of the Group 1 heats, did Pasta. But he managed to get through comfortably because of those 2 race wins. So that's why it's important to score the points early on. Pasta proved that there. Let's crack on. 3 more laps. 5 more points to be scored. 3, 2, and the 1. And it won't be done on countbacks again, this or anything. So basically, it'll all be done on points. If there is a tie for the 5th place, we will be doing tiebreaker races again, just like we did in round 1. So important to score as many points as you can to make sure you're not ended up in them tiebreaker races. The Cool Monk from the Sky Gods coming around to the end of the first lap. Very quick fire races these, 1.5 races approximately. So you've got to get in position early on and get on with it. Just like Did Good When needs to get on with it, because at the back at the moment he won't be happy to see that with a lap and a half to go. Still just about within touch of the group in front, although he gets a terrible exit off T2. Overlord and the Cool Monk battling for first place. Either would be happy to see 3 points at the end of this one. Pasta there with a poor line off the final corner is going to leave him exposed possibly to From the Sky Gods down the straight, although making progress on the Cool Monk, defying logic there. Pasta Did Good When still within touching distance in the background. He's not out of a shout for a point yet, or 2. Overlord, though, has pulled a little bit of a lead down the back straight. Is that enough to take him to the 3 points in the win as we come off the final corner? We've got the Cool Monk second from the Sky Gods trying to go up the inside of Pasta into the final corner. Overlord comes off. He's going to win. Pasta, though, with an excellent run off the final corner. Might even steal second and does so on the line. What a run from Pasta there. Wow. Pasta, who was struggling to hold on to third down the back straight, suddenly rocketed off the final corner and took second place from the Cool Monk. Really impressive exit there from Pasta. Somehow found a line that no one else had done. But that's Group 4 complete. On to Group 5 now. So the group's already starting to take shape with points. Until we get to like round 2, you don't really get to see who's comfortable, who's not, things like that. We had a tiebreaker in this race, which was Billy Bob. Let's see how the tiebreaker does in this, because all the people that have got through on tiebreakers so far have not done particularly well. Which indicated why they were on tiebreakers, because they were struggling throughout. So let's see. I've already done that. There we go. Let's get back to the paperclip. And let's see who's going to win the next race. And take the 3 points with it. Good luck, everyone. We're getting through these pretty quickly, which is good. We're getting through these very quickly, actually, which is good. So far, only 25 minutes into this, despite we had to do a draw as well, plus some tiebreakers. Well on schedule for this being around the 40 minutes mark. And the other ones will be a lot quicker as well as we get closer to the end. Only a week already coming up left to the end of the giveaway. It's crazy. Crazy how fast it's going. Aquatius in the lead. Not Dead Yeti at the end of lap 1. Right behind. Billy Bob, the tiebreaker marble, is in third, showing that you can do well, even though you got thrown a tiebreaker. Akios and Joe Chico at the back. Joe Chico absolutely dominated his first group. I'm just going to check that, actually. I think Joe Chico had the most points in any group. Let me just double check that. I could be wrong, actually, there. No, he only had 7. The highest scorer was, indeed, actually, it was Heavy Dude and Did Good When, who had 8 points in their group each. The next after that was 7 points. So the final lap begins. Aquatius, Not Dead Yeti, and Billy Bob are your top 3 currently. Joe Chico and Akios struggling at the back. The top 3 look like they're already sorted in this race. It just depends in which order we're going to finish. As Not Dead Yeti and Aquatius come down to the final corner, they're going to give it what for in the final corner to try and win this race. Looks like Aquatius has got it with a comfortable exit. Billy Bob trying to do a pass there off the final corner, didn't quite manage it, will still score a point in third. That was a pretty standard race, nothing too exciting in that one there. I will get those results screenshotted, and you guys will get your points. Back to the main menu. Let's add the names again. We're going to clear the list. Don't forget, all the points are reset from round 1. So if you scored points in the first few races, in the Group 1 heats, and you're thinking, why am I on 0 again when you see this tonight? It's because they're all reset. It all starts again. You're all split into different groups. Some of you might have ended up in the same group on the shuffle. You might be thinking, I raced with you last night, which might be a benefit or not. Who knows? There were stronger marbles than others throughout this event so far. We've got Sowl, Inferno, Smelling Muff, Trocky, and Versonius in this next group. We're going to take them back to the paperclip, and we're going to give it another 3 laps to sort out the results. Let's crack on. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. So only a few more after this to do now, and we've got through all the races tonight, all the Group 1 races. So let's see who's going to take the 3 points in this one, or even any points in this one, let's say. Versonius, early leader coming down the back straight. He's pulling away. Is he going to try and make a beeline for the win early on? Doesn't always work out that way, though. When you try and go early, sometimes it ruins your later pace. And at the moment, he's doing okay, though. Versonius in the lead, pulling away. Lap 2 begins. Still all to fight for behind, though. All 5 marbles well within range of each other. And Versonius' lead isn't pulling away massively there. Sowl coming back at him off T2, proving that Versonius might have gone a little bit too early here, because Sowl's up the inside. Trocky was looking for an outside line, which will benefit him on the exit. If he takes that line, he will have a really good exit off this corner. But Sowl comes across to block him, which enables Trocky to move into second, but not any higher. Versonius in the back there, look, he had some serious pace as we start the final lap, but got blocked a little bit by Inferno. Smelly Muff right there as well, still in 5th position, with a chance of some points as we come off T2, but maybe not with that exit. Smelly Muff might have just taken himself out there of a chance with some points, because the top 3 have pulled away. Versonius, early leader, struggling. Off the final corner we come. Who's going to win this one? It's going to be anyone's guess. Sowl comes through. It's going to be Inferno and Trocky debating second place, but Inferno is just going to take it on the line there. There's your top 3. Smelly Muff struggling towards the end there. A close group up until the end of lap 2 there. It really did spread out quite a lot. back to the main menu. Let's see who's going to win the next group. Another 5 go in. We've got 4 more to go. 4 more groups to go. We've got Darjo, we've got Shadow Sheepy, we've got Frostquake, we've got Midstream, and we've got AO in this next group. Let's get you guys into the race. Same again, paperclip, when I can find it. There we go. And let's get this done. Good luck, everyone. 3 laps again to sort out the points positions. It's early days. There are 4 races in Heat 2, like I say. So don't worry too much if you don't score on day 1. We saw, I think, Sane Kinson, who was at the bottom of his group throughout the entirety of the event, won on the last day, and then I'm sure he actually got through because of that win. Let me just check that. He did indeed. He jumped up from last place, beating Idealistic and Pacer in his group. The win took him through to 5th, which allowed him to get through to the next round. So you can still do it on the last day. The problem is you just don't want to be put under that kind of pressure. It'd be nice to get it done early on, and then, you know, round 1 or 2, already know that you're safely through. Well, round 2 at the earliest, you could probably know if you're safely through. Especially if you win the first 2 races, that's pretty much guaranteeing you to get through to round 3. As some of you managed in the round 1 heats. Shadow Sheepy at the back's not going to be winning this race at this point, though, because he is really struggling in this race so far. Who isn't struggling is Frostquake, who goes through to take the lead from Darjo at the end of lap 2, beginning of lap 3. Midstream currently in the all-important 3rd position, which will score him a point, but he's not safe from AO behind. AO still well within touching distance. Shadow Sheepy with some pace in the background is closing, but I don't know if he's going to have enough to close on the 2 in front to score a point. Frostquake coming off the final corner, surely he's going to take this race win. As Darjo's there chasing him down, it's actually really close this for the win. Darjo's got a really good run off that final corner. That's going to be side by side across the line, possibly even a photo finish as we go across. We're going to switch to the line here so you guys can see that live. Frostquake and Darjo come across in one of the closest finishes we've ever seen. I'm waiting for the standings to update. It's saying Darjo's taken it. We will check that one afterwards to confirm. In the background, Midstream will come across just to take 3rd place. Very close race there. How close was that between Darjo and Frostquake? It was, what's that, 16 thousandths of a second there between them two for the win. Very close race there. Darjo, I said Frostquake had got the win off the final corner. I didn't appreciate the speed that Darjo had taken off that final corner. One of the closest finishes we've seen so far throughout this event. Next group is going to be Sharp 911. We've got Tylerina. We've got Glenny. We've got Heavy Dude, one of the highest scoring marbles in the race 1 heats, or the round 1 heats. And we've got Igon there as well. So you've got your work cut out in this one, because you're going up against Gary, who scored a lot of points in round 1. Very consistently scored points. Good luck, everyone. 3 more heats to go, including this one. 3 laps to go to see who scores the 3, the 2, and the 1 point. Igon sets off as he means to go on into round 1, into corner 1. Sorry, he comes off T2 with a lead. Bit of a poor exit though. He's going to get swamped down the back straight now by all of them pretty much. So from early lead at Igon, it's going to fall to the last place possibly down that straight. Not quite. Manages to hold off. Glenny though takes the lead. Glenny, another marble that did quite well in round 1 as well. Coming down the main straight now there. Igon in the background has recovered nicely off the final corner to move back into 2nd position. Tyler Reader and Heavy Dude at the back, just waiting, just biding their time. The group's still close in front. Heavy Dude, I'm sure, will make a move as he does down there, coming down the back straight. Look, he's going at the inside. He's looking for 3rd place, possibly even 2nd place. Glenny there will be looking in his mirrors thinking, I haven't pulled the gap I wanted here. And he hasn't indeed, because Igon's right round the outside of him to take the lead. Heavy Dude follows him through. Heavy Dude wants the 3 points early on. He's going straight after Igon here. He's like, you're not having that so easy. Final lap begins. Igon, Heavy Dude battling for 1st place. 3rd place also under threat from Sharp. Can Glenny recover it on the outside? Yes, he does. Heavy Dude battling with Igon there. A bit of contact as we come down the back straight. Igon blocks Gary as we come into the final corner. Are we going to get a close finish, or has Igon got this one in the bag? Looks like he might have done. Gary comes off the final corner. He's making inroads, but it's not enough. Glenny's going to take 3rd. That was very close between Igon and Heavy Dude up front, but he just had enough there. That is your top 3 in that heat. There we go. Let's get back to the main menu. 2 more heats to go, and then I could have a rest and go and get a drink, because my throat is absolutely gone now.
Get a drink, young man.
Next group is Ranthal. We've got Hangazer, or Jagding Lee, or Mick Jagder, whatever you want to call him. Kelsey, who got through on a tiebreaker. No, he didn't actually get through on a tiebreaker, really, Kelsey, did he? Because Nico removed himself from the court, so that let Olive and Kelsey through. For some reason, Kelsey's name didn't copy there, so I will just try that again. There we go. You guys are going to race it out one more time. Good luck, everyone. Let's crack on. We're going to get straight on with it. 2 more to go. Like I said, 2 more heats to go, and we'll get the points on the board. I'll get them standings updated and posted on Discord later for any of you that are following it. And then obviously we'll get to the top 10 shootout towards the end of the event in a week's time. Clam Snooters in the lead early on. Randfall and Kelsey there just behind. They're your current top 3. I would put a lot of money on that not staying the same this time in a lap or even at the end of the race. Clam Snooters, though, trying to get away early on. He's trying to do something different here. All the others have been really close. Clam Snooters like, I'm off. I'm getting out of here. I want these 3 points. I don't want any close fights, any battles. I just want to get 3 points on the board towards getting through to round 3. And he's doing a good job. Tapper Kegbrew, though, taking up 2nd place. Can he chase him down? He is indeed. He's pulling the group behind with him as well, just about. So Clam Snooters' plan of getting away hasn't necessarily worked. Can he recover that pace and pull away again? He has done a little bit there. Made a really good job there of the final corner, did Clam, and puts himself in a strong position now to not be caught on this last lap. Clam Snooters looking like he's going to take the 3 points. Behind, though, is anyone's guess who's going to score any points or finish last. Kelsey currently moves into 2nd from Tapper Kegbrew, who recovers off T2 to try and retake that 2nd place. Does so. Clam Snooters dominated this one. Really nice pace up front, really consistent lines. He's going to take the 3 points in this first event of round 2. We're going to watch this in slow motion off the final corner because I guarantee there's going to be changes here because Tapper Kegbrew took a tight line which is going to compromise his exit there, and Kelsey and Hangers are both going to swamp him down the straight, as you can see. And that's going to take Tapper Kegbrew out of 2nd position, dropping to 4th. Hangazer is going to take Kelsey as well on the line. Really good run there from Hangazer to take from 4th place to 2nd on the line, effectively. Well done to the 3 people that scored points there in that one. The last group is coming up. Here we go. Whew. 5 more people. Sane Kinson. We've got Sudakai in this group as well. We have Bistifer. A lot of people on Discord in this one, actually. We've got Matt Richards. Oh. And we've got Con. All of you guys, I think they're on Discord pretty much, apart from Bistifer.
I'm going to say rigged again.
Hey, you're through to this one, dude. You got through on a tiebreaker. You can't say
it helped
rigged.
me last time. It helped me last time.
Well, oh, there you go. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, just keep saying it then. If you win this one now, then it definitely is rigged.
Rigged.
But yeah, just scoring points in this one. Here we go. Good luck, guys. Lots of regular names in this one that we all recognise. Sudakai on Discord, Con on Discord, Matt on Discord, Sane, who's making inroads into the NPC Winter Challenge, and Bistifer. Hello, son, to Bistifer. As we go down the back straight, Sane Kinson, early leader. Again, I'm not going to get too excited about these positions just yet because just like the last race, it will change this time next by. Sane Kinson comes off the final corner. Sudakai with a good run on the outside. Looks like he's going to move into the lead at the start of lap 2. Con right behind him there. Bistifer chasing him down. Matt Richards not looking great in 5th at the moment for him. Still a lap and a half approximately to catch back up, but that's a big gap for Matt to close back down. We'll be hoping the guys in front will be battling hard. Sudakai in the lead, going to the inside though. That's going to make him vulnerable off this final corner. Con's taking a wide line to try and shoot off the corner with a bit more pace. Will it work out? Yes, it will, just about. He's going to get close to Bistifer in the slipstream. Sudakai still leads. The final lap begins. In the background, Sane and Matt both out of the points positions now. Surely won't be able to catch that gap back up. It's going to be between Sudakai, Bistifer and Con as to who gets which position in the top 3. Currently, Sudakai would do himself a world of good by taking the 3 points early on. Bistifer in 2nd, trying to hold off Con in the background, who's been screaming rig before it. Will that work as we come off the final corner? Can he make a challenge? He does indeed. He takes Bistifer off the final corner. That's going to be Sudakai, Con and Bistifer, your top 3 in the final round 2 heat race tonight. Well done, guys. Nice start there. Results are all screenshotted. We are going to conclude tonight the round 2 heat 1s. Thanks for joining us, guys, and we will catch you tomorrow for the 2nd races in round 2. Cheers. Well done.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.